Hello fellow crafters. Sorry for the lighting. I'm going to turn on one more light, see if that helps. Doesn't seem like that helps any better. I'm sorry. It's a gloomy day here in Texas. I'm sharing with you a train case that I made for Rosie and she is NUNJAI, NUNJAI on Facebook. And Rosie and I were part of the Secret Squirrel Society, and we had decided to do a swap among ourselves. Now, if you're a follower of mine, you've already seen the video of her case that she created for me. It was beautiful. So I'm sharing with you her traveling train case, and I'm going to tell you the size of it. It measures about 7 inches this way, 13 this way. It stands at about 9 inches, so it's about 9 inches deep as well. It is a real traveling train case. It was a dark blue. I painted it with gesso and then went over it with Mod Podge, and I glued the Prima, I can't think of the paper, the Prima paper, and tore it in pieces and glued it all, Mod Podged it all over. And then there's some rub-ons here and there, a little bit of stamping, and then washed over it with Distress Stain, Tim Holtz Distress Stain. I think it was the walnut. And then washed over it again with the gesso, because it was a little too dark for what I wanted. Then here you can see this is a Prima piece. It's the vintage chair that I painted with Tim Holtz's Crackle to give it that old vintage look to it. And then here is a doily that I received in Iraq. This is a Wild Orchid Craft flower, and this one is Wild Orchid Craft as well. This is that's from Michael's, and I think I got that in Iraq as well because I've seen it in Michael's. Here's a couple little sprays that I put in here. And then this is some wedding trim that I had in my stash. And then this is one of those Saw Crafter flowers, the big one. Over here, this is a cameo that I made. And some more of the wedding trim, some metal, Prima metal flowers that I cut in half. And there's some little charms. This is a leftover piece that I had from Marion Smith's crop. She had stamped a ruler for us, and I had a few extras left over, so I distressed them and cut them in half and put them on here. This is a Tim Holtz trinket with the little hanger. And we'll go ahead and pick it up and bring it close so that you can see what I just described. So there's that. And this one. Okay. On the handle, I took some muslin and wrapped it around, tore it into strips, and then wrapped it around the handle. Let's see. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see the front. The front has a Prima butterfly, and I added a metal trinket with some flowers in the center. And then this is some trim that I purchased from somewhere. Here's some Prima corner pieces that I distressed with gesso and then put some distress stains on top of it. This is one side. I used one of my black satin flowers and I added some trinkets. Let's see if I can pull this up. I know this is kind of hard to show because it's so big. There's the butterfly I made. There's another one of those rub-ons. And here's the corner pieces. Okay, here's the side with the trinkets, little key, and some more of that wedding trim, and the Prima trinket. Now the back, let's see, I'm going to close it. The back, I kind of left plain. She can add some stuff to it if she wants. I didn't want to overdo it in case she wanted to sit it on a shelf, and you know, this side wouldn't show. And then this side, I used some more of the wedding trim. Let's see, this is Prima, a button, a little doily, a handmade flower, and another handmade flower, some leaves, and the wedding trim, another rub-on. Bring that up close. And as you can see, I took this trim, and it's like a muslin piece, and put it all around. Now I'm going to open it and show you the inside. Let's see, let me look. Okay. The inside, I lined it with some batting that I purchased from Joann Fabrics. Then I took some muslin and cut it into small little pieces here, and then gathered it. I learned this technique from Tanya. I think she's Psycho Moms here on, I get her and another gal mixed up. But she's Tanya Gibbs. She's one of our secret squirrels from the Secret Squirrel Society. And she had done, showed how to take some strips of material and then lay the glue on your mat, and then lay the material on it, and then you gather it. So that's what I did here to fill that in. This is a handmade doily from my great-grandmother that I laid down here and glued down. This is actually a piece that Rosie had given me in the swap I had with her, because I got hers first. I'm a little behind. And then this is a paint stick that I had received in a paint stick swap, and I just thought it was perfect for this box. So I glued it down, and I added the key and the button and the feather, and then this cameo I added to it. Now on the inside, I covered this with muslin as well, and I covered the whole inside, the bottom with, let me take out some of our goodies. I covered the bottom with the batting. Before I put it in there though, I distressed it, so I'm hoping you can see the distressed tea stain look that the Tim Holtz walnut stain gave it. On the inside, I Mod Podged some more of that paper on the sides and down behind the pockets. Each of the pockets, there's one pocket here, a big pocket here, and then three little pockets here. On these, they go all the way through to the bottom. So what I did was I took strips of muslin and wrapped them around until I covered it. And then here's another piece here where I gathered it and glued it all the way around. And then I took some of this real pretty trim that I bought on Facebook, and these actually are flowers that Rosie made. Thank you, Rosie. You're getting them back. They were perfect for this, so I had to use them. And then same on this pocket here, I put the muslin, and then I trimmed it with the this black trim with the little pearls. So that's the inside. And I made her some cute little bottles. This is a bottle full of glitter, and I decorated the top, and I put it in there. And then this one is full of, see, I know browns and blacks and golds are her favorite, so I tried to stick with her favorite. This is something that she made, so I put it on the bottle for her. And then this one here is full of buttons, so I put that in there. And of course she's getting a whole lot of other stuff. You'll have to go check out her channel when she gets this. I won't show this video until after she gets it. Now this is one of those burlap bags that everybody was talking about that they found at Target. Well, my friend Elise had sent me one. Thank you, Elise. She is Leesley46 here on YouTube. And I decorated it with that wedding trim, and then put this trim on top, and then added one of the charms that fell off of my box onto the bag for her. It says Paris, France. But my mistake, this trim up here, it gets caught on the zipper, so be careful, Rosie. I will have to send you a note telling you but I couldn't resist sending it to you anyways. It's so pretty. So this is my train case that I made for Rosie for our swap. I will try and take some pictures before I send it. Hopefully I'll have a better day over the weekend so I can get some nice pictures of it. Thanks for watching and hope you have a great holiday. Bye now.